The Light You Leave, Princess Leonor's Journey to the Spanish Crown. At 17 years old, most teenagers worry about exams, friendships, and weekend plans. But when Princess Leonor of Asturias walks into a room, she carries the weight of an entire kingdom on her shoulders, and somehow, she makes it look effortless. With her composed smile and measured words delivered in perfect Catalan, Basque, English, and French, Spain's future queen is already proving that the light you leave behind isn't measured by the crown you wear, but by the lives you touch along the way. A princess born for modern times. Born on October 31, 2005, Princess Leonor arrived into a Spain vastly different from the one her grandfather, King Juan Carlos, had ruled over. This was a digital Spain, a European Spain, a Spain grappling with economic challenges and social change. From her first breath, she was destined not just to inherit a throne, but to reimagine what that throne could mean for the 21st century. The parallels between Leonor and her younger sister, Infanta Sofia, born in 2007, are striking yet tell a story of two very different destinies. While Sofia enjoys the relative freedom that comes with being second in line, Leonor has been groomed from infancy to understand that her life belongs not to herself, but to her people. Yet both sisters have been raised with an awareness that their royal privilege comes with profound responsibility. Their parents, King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, made a conscious decision early on. Their daughters would be princesses, yes, but they would also be thoroughly modern Spanish women. This philosophy has shaped every aspect of Leonor's upbringing, from her education at the Santa Maria de los Rosales school in Madrid, the same institution that educated her father, to her current studies at the United World College of the Atlantic in Wales. The making of a future queen. What sets Princess Leonor apart isn't just her birthright, it's her deliberate preparation for a role that has evolved dramatically even within her short lifetime. When she was born, social media was in its infancy. Now, she navigates a world where every gesture is scrutinized, every speech analyzed, and every public appearance becomes a statement about the monarchy's future. Her first major public address came at age 13 during the 2019 Princess of Asturias Awards ceremony. Standing at the podium with poise that belied her years, she spoke about the importance of education, tolerance, and unity. But it wasn't just what she said, it was how she said it. Here was a teenager who understood that words have power, that leadership is about inspiration, not just authority. The speech marked a turning point in how Spain viewed its future queen. Gone were the days when royal children remained hidden until adulthood. Leonor's parents had made a strategic decision to gradually introduce her to public life, allowing Spaniards to watch her grow and mature alongside their own children. Education is foundation. Perhaps no decision has been more telling about the kind of Queen Leonor is meant to become than her parents' choice to send her to the United World College of the Atlantic in Wales for her international baccalaureate. This wasn't just about getting a world-class education, it was about ensuring that Spain's future queen understands the world beyond the Iberian Peninsula. At UWC Atlantic, Leonor lives in a dormitory with students from over 150 countries. She does her own laundry, follows the same rules as everyone else, and participates in the school's community service requirements. This isn't a princess playing at being normal, this is intentional character building. Her parents understand that a modern monarch must be able to relate to people from all walks of life, and that empathy cannot be taught through textbooks alone. The curriculum at UWC is rigorous and internationally minded. Students are required to engage with global challenges, from climate change to social inequality. For Leonor, these aren't abstract concepts, they're issues she'll need to understand deeply as queen. The light she leaves will depend largely on how well she can connect these global challenges to Spain's specific needs and opportunities. The sister dynamic, Leonor and Sofia. The relationship between Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofia offers a fascinating glimpse into how royal families navigate the complexities of succession. Unlike some royal siblings who have struggled with the disparity in their roles, Leonor and Sofia appear to have found a natural balance. Sofia, just 2 years younger than Leonor, serves almost as her sister's anchor to normalcy. While Leonor must always be on during public appearances, Sofia provides the kind of sisterly teasing and genuine companionship that keeps the future queen grounded. Their public interactions reveal a warmth and authenticity that Spanish citizens find reassuring. Here are two sisters who genuinely enjoy each other's company. But Sofia's role extends beyond just being a supportive sister. As second in line to the throne, she represents the monarchy's insurance policy, but more importantly, she embodies the modern royal family's understanding that every member has value. Sofia's interests in sports and the arts complement Leonor's more formal preparation for queenship, creating a dynamic where both sisters contribute to the royal family's public image. Their joint appearances have become some of the most popular royal events in Spain. Whether they're attending a football match or participating in cultural events, the sisters project an image of a monarchy that is both dignified and relatable. This is particularly important for an institution that has faced criticism and scandal in recent years. Navigating royal scandals and public trust. Princess Leonor's path to the throne hasn't been without obstacles. The Spanish monarchy faced significant challenges during her childhood, particularly surrounding her grandfather, King Juan Carlos, and various financial scandals. These controversies could have severely damaged the institution's reputation, but they've also provided Leonor with an unexpected gift, the chance to represent renewal and fresh starts. Her father, King Felipe VI, made the difficult decision to renounce any inheritance from Juan Carlos and to distance the monarchy from the former king's activities. This wasn't just a legal maneuver, it was a statement about the kind of monarchy Felipe intended to lead, and by extension, the kind of monarchy Leonor would inherit. For Leonor, these scandals have served as an early lesson in the weight of royal responsibility. She's grown up understanding that the actions of one family member can impact the entire institution, and that trust, once lost, is extraordinarily difficult to regain. This awareness has shaped her public persona. She's careful, considered, and acutely aware that she's not just representing herself, but the future of the Spanish crown. The language of leadership. One of Leonor's most impressive qualities is her linguistic ability. In a country with multiple official languages, her fluency in Catalan and Basque sends a powerful message about inclusion and respect for Spain's diverse cultural heritage. When she delivered parts of her 2019 speech in Catalan, it wasn't just a nod to protocol, it was a statement about the kind of queen she intends to be. Her English and French proficiency positions her as a truly European monarch, capable of engaging with international leaders without the barrier of interpretation. But more than just communication tools, these languages represent Leonor's understanding that modern monarchy requires global engagement. During her studies in Wales, she's added Welsh to her repertoire, demonstrating the kind of cultural curiosity and respect that will serve her well as queen. Each language she masters isn't just about communication, it's about connection, about understanding that effective leadership in the modern world requires the ability to meet people where they are, linguistically and culturally. A modern princess in a digital world. Growing up as a royal in the social media age presents unique challenges that previous generations of monarchs never faced. Every photo, every gesture, every expression is captured, shared, and analyzed by millions. For Leonor, this has meant learning to be authentically herself while maintaining the dignity expected of future queen. Her social media presence is carefully managed but not overly polished. The royal family's Instagram account features images of Leonor and Sofia that feel both regal and relatable, sisters laughing together, participating in family traditions, engaging in charitable work. This balance between accessibility and majesty is crucial for maintaining public support for the monarchy. The digital age has also provided Leonor with unprecedented opportunities to connect directly with young Spaniards. Her speeches and public appearances are watched by millions online, allowing her to build a relationship with her future subjects that previous royal heirs could never have achieved. She understands intuitively that the light you leave in the modern world is amplified by technology, but also that authenticity is more important than ever. Charitable work and social engagement. Even at 17, Princess Leonor has begun establishing her own charitable interests. Following in her parents' footsteps, she's shown particular interest in education, youth development, and cultural preservation. Her participation in various charitable events isn't just about fulfilling royal duties, it's about understanding the issues that will define her reign. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Leonor and Sofia participated in virtual events supporting healthcare workers and vulnerable populations. These appearances demonstrated their understanding that modern royalty must be responsive to crises, willing to adapt to new circumstances, and capable of providing comfort and leadership during difficult times. Her charitable work also reflects a sophisticated understanding of Spain's role in the global community. She's shown interest in international development, environmental issues, and cultural exchange programs. These aren't just photo opportunities, they're investments in the relationships and understanding that will make her an effective queen. The weight of expectations. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about Princess Leonor is how she's managed to maintain her authentic self while preparing for one of the world's most scrutinized roles. The expectations placed on her are enormous. She must be a perfect student, a gracious public figure, a loving daughter and sister, and a future queen who will modernize the monarchy while respecting its traditions. Yet in her public appearances, there's a lightness to Leonor that suggests she's found a way to carry this weight without being crushed by it. Her smiles appear genuine, her interactions with the public seem natural, and her speeches reflect both preparation and personal conviction. This is the mark of someone who understands that the light you leave isn't diminished by the burdens you carry, it's brightened by how gracefully you bear them. Looking forward, the Spain that awaits. The Spain that Princess Leonor will one day rule is facing significant challenges: an aging population, economic inequality, regional tensions, and the ongoing impacts of climate change. These are not problems that can be solved by royal decree, but they are issues where thoughtful leadership and moral authority can make a meaningful difference. Leonor's preparation for queenship suggests she understands this distinction. She's not training to be a political leader in the traditional sense, but rather a unifying figure who can help Spain navigate complex challenges while maintaining its democratic values and cultural identity. Her education, her multilingual abilities, her charitable work, and her genuine connection with her sister all point to someone who understands that modern monarchy is about service, not privilege. The light she leaves will be measured not by the power she wields, but by the hope she inspires and the unity she helps create. The sister bond, a source of strength. The relationship between Leonor and Sofia may be one of the Spanish monarchy's greatest assets moving forward. Their genuine affection for each other, their complementary personalities, and their shared commitment to their family's mission create a dynamic that strengthens both sisters. For Leonor, Sofia provides the gift of perspective, a reminder that there's life beyond royal duty, that laughter and spontaneity have value, that being a princess doesn't mean sacrificing your humanity. For Sofia, Leonor represents the kind of leadership and grace she can support and learn from, even as she carves out her own role within the royal family. Their partnership suggests that the Spanish monarchy's future isn't dependent on one person, but on a family committed to serving their country with dignity, compassion, and intelligence. Conclusion: a light that promises to endure. As Princess Leonor continues her education in Wales, preparing for military training and eventually university, Spain watches with a mixture of pride and hope. Here is a young woman who has been given every advantage, but who seems to understand that privilege without purpose is meaningless. The light you leave isn't about the brightness of your crown or the grandeur of your palaces, it's about the lives you touch, the hope you inspire, and the positive change you enable. Princess Leonor, at just 17, already shows signs of understanding this fundamental truth about leadership. Her journey to the throne will undoubtedly present challenges and surprises that no amount of preparation can fully anticipate. But in her poise under pressure, her genuine care for others, her intellectual curiosity, and her deep bond with her sister, she has already demonstrated the qualities that make for transformational leadership. The Spain that awaits Princess Leonor's reign is complex and sometimes divided, facing challenges that will require all of her preparation, intelligence, and empathy to address. But in watching her grow from a young girl into a thoughtful, articulate, and compassionate young woman, Spaniards can see the outline of the leader she's becoming. The light she leaves will be her own to create, but all indications suggest it will be a light of unity, understanding, and hope, exactly what Spain will need from its future queen. In a world that often seems divided and uncertain, Princess Leonor represents the possibility that thoughtful preparation, genuine compassion, and authentic leadership can still make a meaningful difference. And perhaps most importantly, she's showing us that the most powerful legacy isn't the one you inherit, it's the one you choose to create.